families just came out of the church and worshiped with us, and it was good just to see the kids running around and having a good time and doing all the things with the trunk or treat on Wednesday evening. Sunday, November 23rd, you have a handout in your bulletin as well about this. Thanksgiving lunch. So you've got a little bit of time to go ahead in Kinston. This is a fundraiser that we do to help the Baptist Children's Home, and being able to do that, you can give money, you can give gift cards to the place. They need these things to help get food and different things for the children's home. Anything else about that?
It says ladies may bring dessert, men can also bring dessert.
Very good.
Christmas play practice.
I've for Baptist on Mission and helping with the Appalachian Backpack Ministry. And these are due, which I forgot to put on. What do you call it? Sunday school room right here. What do you call it? Sunday school room right here. Unused Sunday school. Unused Sunday school. The little where the boxes were. The little where the boxes were. Boxes, and if you would like to specify the sex and the age of the child, you can get one of these little tags out. And put in the front zip color code on the information will be in that code on the information will be in that little.
So you also see on November 30th that we have the Christmas tree lighting that's happening here at church. It's always a special time, and invite folks and be ready to come out. That begins usually at 5 o'clock, and I believe that's still true in this case. So just know that that's happening. And also in your bulletin, it's there in our church. You see the handout that is here, and go ahead. The handout that is here, and go ahead and you can make the nominating committee, and that'll help in the job that they have to do. And you see the things that are there and the ministries that are available and what we do. So there it is. All right. So there it is. All right.
And if you have questions, I know we got a few new people. Just ask anybody, name, specific committee you'd like to be on.
Thank you. Chelsea?
Yes.
Would you like to give an update? We have this morning, we have two boxes. From Samaritan's Purse, and she didn't know we were going to be doing a representative of Samaritan's Purse. I'm going to let Chelsea just share with you a little bit about that and what's next for these boxes. And
about a resolution I already did. So after today, what we'll be doing is dropping these off. She'll do 12-week study of the Bible. 12 weeks next year. The bulk items did not see harmonicas and shoeboxes recently. There was some neat little tic-tac-toes, frisbees, things like that. So I really enjoyed bulk items. So thank you guys so much for the
60 boxes.
Woohoo!
Knowing that we have the backpacks as well, just to outreach that we are able to deliver these boxes and other ones as well. Okay. Father, thank you for your love, for your goodness. Thank you for Jesus Christ. Compelled to share your word that does that here at Blackman's Grove Baptist Church. And Lord, even from the time that this began, Lord, you know what box is going to what child. And Father, you know that it's going to make a difference in someone's life. Safety, Lord, that they would be covered by the blood and the love. They would make a difference in someone's life. Father, help us to be the missionary you would have us to be through this time. Please stand. What do we have to give thanks for today? Anyone? What do we have to give thanks for today?
As far as I'm concerned, my good health at 78.
Amen. Ms. Cheney?
A blessed
Oh,
Savior.
I'm sorry, wrong voice.
Things that we need to do, helping to,
And I'm thankful I didn't live at the East Crossroads. Father, for who? Father, for who? And God. Father, today we come. Father, today we come. Lord, in our Lord, in our lives and around us. Lord, in our lives and around us. Lives and around us. Lord, we have spiritual grace and mercy. Lord, we have spiritual grace and mercy. We have spiritual grace and mercy. Create in us to help us, Lord. Create in us to help us, Lord, to see us, to help us, Lord, to seek you first. Lord, to put you first in our life. Lord, to want to follow the way that you lead. Lord, to want to follow the way that you lead. And lean not to our own understandings, but Father, to acknowledge you in all of our ways, lean not to our own understandings, but Father, to acknowledge you in all of our ways, knowing that you will. But Father, to acknowledge you in all of our ways, knowing that you will direct our path. Knowing that you will direct our path. And Lord, their plans will direct our path. And Lord, their plans to give us a hope and a future through Jesus Christ. So Father, just Said, Father, just be with us and touch and bless. Said, Father, just be with us and touch and bless. We can meet up here. Be with us and touch and bless. We can meet up here. We can meet up here. Oh, we got Kobe. Oh, we got Kobe. We have. Hi.
Aren't we glad?
Oh, we got Kobe. We have. Hi.
Aren't we glad to be here? Now the Bible tells that God can. It's now faith. God can. It's now faith is also like the letters and Etta. Is also like the letters and Etta. You're a smart person. Huh? Can shake our faith? Come here, because this is what we're going to do. Can shake our faith? Come here, because this is what we're going to do. And I want you to grab a hold, because you're going to be somebody all up. Can't get paid. you grab a hold because you're going to be something all up. Can't get paid. There's dollhouse and it shakes our faith all up. And look, it shakes our faith all up. And look, believe in God, right? Believe in God, right? It's sinned on God after everything is right. It's sinned on God after everything is before me. It's going to happen to some degrees. It's going to happen to some degrees. And our faith is going to be stirred. The Bible tells us what? Jesus, and our faith is going to be stirred. The Bible tells us what? Jesus, we love you. Jesus, we love you. Thank you for loving. And when you are right there, and our faith will remain. Thank you for loving. And when you are right there, and our faith will remain firm and steady. Yep. And steady. Yep. You dropped one, Etta. It's the what? Oh. Today, if you have your Bibles, and care to them, Corinthians in just a little bit, but today we'll look at traits of an outward, and my prayer is that we look out to the world around us and see the needs that are there, and corporately, I will worship with others. We've talked about I will grow with others through the small group ministries. We've talked about I will serve, and but not give up. 10 years to move in the church, gave to help the extra space to do the things that not only did we have space now for the fellowship bless us with at some point when we can gifts. Budget time of everybody stopping maybe and I'm all about that. To give or any. We are called to give, but more than anything else, it's to be. We talk about giving, and we look at the things that we can give and how much we have given, and it staggers my mind to think of the numbers that have 10, 15, whenever you moved across here, right? Folks. And I know money was given before that. I remember coming back in 2002 and 2003 in the bulletin. And it was a nice number, but what I noticed was it just sat there for a long, long time. We prayed about it, and when we surrendered to what God would have us to do, it's to the glory of God that we were able to do that. You were able to do that. I was just going back and forth and preaching every once in a while. I'm looking at some things on YouTube. With the YouTube, though, right? What I was asked is, how do you, the people were COVID hitting and the price of things. I think this whole do this. Response to something that we need. Verse 7 says, "Hear, O my people, God, I do not." You've been coming and bringing or of goats from your pens. I know every burn and all thank offerings to God fulfill your vows to the most honor me. In other words, what we need the bulletin today, it was put there on purpose. Therein. It It all belongs to God, I think, for our benefits, but it also helps us to learn to trust Him more by giving back to God. We see some things about whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Each man should give what he has decided in his heart to give. Oh boy, here he comes with that one again, right? That's going on. That the more we put out, the more availability there is to receive back in. Sometimes they're going to pick the and keep putting that all your money and God's going to bless you back 1.5. Makes sense, folks. We're going to get back in. Or reaping a whole lot. But here, in other words, it's beautiful yellow triggers, and he'd dig a hole beside the road. The other one would come up and he would take a shovel and he'd fill the hole back in, and they'd move up. And somebody stopped and said, well, what are you doing? And they said, we're planting trees. They said, but you're digging a hole and you're filling it back up. And they said, the man what puts the seed in, he ain't here today. Work that was set out to be done.